Chika responds to Backlash after making comments under Zonnique's post.
I know that y'all really want me to give a fuck about talking about an anonymous child that I didn't know. And I know that right now it's like, oh shit, it's a celebrity baby. My nigga, if y'all ain't ranted about a child before, I don't give a fuck if you use the words I did or didn't. I get it, y'all just be pissed, that's fine. I'm not calling anyone crazy for being pissed. I know I was real harsh. But, sorry, I can't give a fuck. But I know y'all want me out this bitch. And so, I'm looking for my room. So I'll be out when it's necessary, don't worry. But at this time, like, I just wanted to say, before I head out, young niggas, the double standards are fucking crazy. It's insanity. Y'all get to say anything to me. I get on Twitter and talk about a random ass baby. And yeah, was I mean? Real mean. Because guess what? A bitch not slept for 2 days. And also I had a fucking therapy session with my therapist telling me I've had really bad thoughts today. And I had to pack my bags and be on the way to be in my fucking city to do this goddamn show. And I'm gonna do the show tomorrow. And I'm excited about that. And I know everyone's gonna be like, shut the fuck up, you big bitch. That's y'all's MO. But like, for me, I'm sitting here and I understand how nonsensical it is. And I know this is not gonna do me any favors. And I'm not trying to do myself any favors. You bitches are already unhinged. So
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I'm just looking at it as one of those things. I don't want to go in. I'm looking at it as one of those things that, like, of course it would happen to me. You motherfuckers is just like, see, she's terrible. I'm like, it's been a year and a half not saying shit to nobody and minding my goddamn business. And in 1 minute that I'm in a fucking manic episode, and I'm like, let me fucking let the chopper sing. Let me say some shit that I wouldn't ordinarily say, but I feel in this moment. Let me fucking write a letter I won't send and just say some wild shit because I'm pissed and tired and manic. Let me just say it so I can fucking get it off my chest because it's how the fuck I feel. All of a sudden, it's like this bitch hates black chick. I'm like, fuck. My nigga, that's how you see me, that's how you see me. I can't change your mind. That's what you want to think. Most logical people are like, she popped off and it wasn't necessary. And that was a little much. But she said a lot. However, we all go through it, we all say things. And the rest of y'all are like, are you kidding me? Really? Why would you say that about a bitch? I'm fucking them babies. You imagine waking up at 4 a.m. and somebody is kicking you and screaming? I'm sorry. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Imagine being in a manic episode. You ain't slept. You ain't ate. You're on the fucking phone/Zoom with your therapist and you're like, I don't want to be here. And I had that thought for the first time today in a year. And he's like, okay, let's talk about it for 30 minutes. And after those 30 minutes, you gotta motherfucking get in the shower, wash all your clothes, pack your shit, remember your set list, get to the airport before your plane leaves, and get on that bitch and hope to God that you can sleep for 7 hours. So by the time you get to your mom, you're not a fucking crying mess, mind you. I was. You wanna know why? Because I didn't get to fucking rest on that flight. Shorty next to me was watching some kind of fucking movie. I was flashing. Every motherfucking screen in first class was off. Everybody was asleep. Person next to me is watching the movie. I'm like, you know what? It's a flight. Like, duh. Let that happen. The baby's cute as hell. On the other aisle, sleepy, tired. They're in their little REM cycle. And I'm like, I can do this. My motherfucking liver hurt because I've been drinking too much. And I'm sober now, but like, just trying. Let me get comfortable. Let me motherfucking get into a position where I can fall asleep. I ain't slept in 2 days. Let's do it. I get 10 minutes and I wake up and there are people next to me screaming. And you're mad that I called a random child I did not know. a name. Like I said, I know these stories aren't doing me favors. I'm sure my publicist, I'll text you in the morning. I'm sure that you're like, Chika, shut up. That's fine. However, I'm going to stay true to myself and say that I don't think that what I did was wrong. I think that what I said was mean. And I think that I meant to be mean in those moments because I was like, if I don't let all of this anger and rage out right now, I'm going to literally have another panic attack on this plane, land at my connecting flight, and do what the fuck I did last year, which was get off that flight, find the highest point in the building, look down, and be like, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna, because that's what the fuck happens in manic episodes. You get crazy, and you're like, you know what? I could just not be here. I could just not be here. And instead of that, I was like, let me let this shit out. Let me say what I'm feeling, so that I can actually externalize the emotions that I'm feeling internally right now. And it's anger and rage and exhaustion from being up, from being tired, from crying, and talking to my therapist. Like, I get it. Y'all think that every time a person talks about mental health while going through a shitty moment, they're using it as an excuse. But have you ever considered, let's riddle me this. Have you ever considered that mental health is imperative to the way that a person acts? I'm sorry, like, did you ever consider that the brain is the actual muscle that controls a person's emotional regulation? No, you didn't consider that? I have. And of course, it would be a goddamn celebrity, baby. That was annoying. Yeah, you were annoying. I'm sorry for being as harsh as I was, but you can't fucking tell me that like a baby kicking and screaming at 4 a.m. while an entire cabin is asleep is not annoying. And the reason I was like, yo, at least go to economy is because you can sit between the two children. You can pick one up in the same seat that you're in rather than going to the other aisle and bringing them to a sleeping human on the other side. I use very harsh words, and for that, I'm sorry. I'll say that. Even though it was just me ranting, I get it. I put it in the public, therefore I should fucking edit it, be a little bit better about it. But like, I'm not finna sit here and be like, you called out a bitch. I don't know this child just said a bitch ass 1-year-old. Them children ain't one. So anyway, now I'm about to go to bed and let y'all be and wake up to a whole bunch of replies of people who are like, oh bitch, shut the fuck up. And what's new? That's what the fuck y'all do every single time I make one mistake. Every single time I do anything that revolves around a motherfucker. And I'm like, man, fuck them kids. Everybody's like, wow, this girl, she can't be saved. Terrible human. Canceled. Get her out of here. Send her to the wolves. That's what the fuck y'all want to do. That's what the fuck y'all want to do. Okay? Guess what? Y'all won. You won. And I know that's what you want to hear. You won. Have fun with it. I'm out.
Thanks for tuning in to 9 Mag TV.